Well, God has you where He wants you. Hey, I'm Pastor Matt with this week's Missionary Pathway Mission Insight. And it's easy to think that somebody else would be better equipped for mission in the place you are. But here's the reality. God has you where He wants you. And I remember the first time that really hit me. I was planting a church in Knoxville, Tennessee. And when you're church planting, sometimes you feel like you're the last person that should be there doing that. In fact, I felt like there was probably a list of people that were better equipped to do church planting than I was. But I remember as I was out walking my dog at the time, and I was listening to another church planting podcast to try to learn how to do this church planting thing, I remember Matt Chandler saying, if God wanted somebody else there, He would have them there. But God placed you there. See, the reality is God could put anyone in any spot He wants them to do anything He needs them to do. And so the fact that you're in the place you are means you're the one that God has in that place to share the gospel, to be a reflection of Jesus. See, you are the person God wants in that place to be on mission. And it's easy to feel inadequate when it comes to mission, to feel like somebody else is better equipped. But realize God can use you wherever you are. You are the perfect person to share the gospel in that place, because chances are you know the language of that place better than somebody else. You know, I can't remember how often people have come up to me and said, "Oh, Pastor, if you could just share the gospel with." You know what the reality is? I don't work where you work. You know a language that I don't know. You know people that I don't know. You're an expert in the culture in which you live. You're the perfect person to share the gospel in that place. And that's why God has you there. In fact, think about how freeing it is to realize that maybe the job that God has you in, or the neighborhood you live in, the friends that God surrounded you with, or even the school you go to, those could be the places God has you because He wants you to be His missionary in that place. Now I know you may think, but what about all the stuff I don't know? Look, here's one thing you need to remember. God equips the called. He doesn't simply call the equipped. And what that means is if God has you in that place and God wants you to be the missionary in that place, He can show you what you need to be the missionary He's calling you to be. Remember, God has you right where He wants you. If this was helpful for you, like or subscribe to the YouTube channel here and take an opportunity to share it out with somebody else. And of course, if you would like more resources to learn how you can live on mission in the places you live, work, learn, and play, check out missionarypathway.org. We have more resources there, more mission insights there, and we would love to help you figure out how you can share the gospel in those places.